Now, when that first contact comes up to you, okay? As soon as that person makes that first contact with you, you don't want to show any fear at all. You want to start thinking tactically right away. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into a bladed position. Now this is going to do one of two things. This is number one, it's going to be able to get away, and it's always the start of any of your martial arts techniques. The first martial art technique I'm going to show you is a very simple front kick. Okay? Now all martial arts kicks come up in front of you. Now the front kick, so that the bad guy comes up to you, you're feeling the creepiness, you think something's going to happen. This is the front kick. It comes up in front of you just like this. So that's how you practice it. Just bring your leg right up in front of you just like this. Always keep your hands up. You're in a bladed position, your hands are up. These are called nonviolent postures. Somebody's coming up and they're talking to you. Some people mess with their wedding ring. Some people do their watch band. Other people rub their hands together. But you see where my hands are right in front of me? I can push the person away. I can defend myself from a punch, from a hit. My hands are right up here, already willing to go. My legs are in this position so I can step back, get out of his way. I can run in a position, whatever I got to get into, okay? So you start from the bladed position. Then the front kick comes up in front of you, and then you extend it out and back. There's more power in your heel, so you want to use your heel. The target zones for the front kick are going to be the knees, the groin, and the abdomen area. All right, you don't want to go higher than that. You want to stay below the belt unless you're really good at kicking, and that would be the knees and the groin area. Okay, so that would be your target range. So the front kick, and you want to practice this because you want to be able to do it with both legs. So the front kick is going to come up in front of you, and then it's going to go straight at the person. So it's going to look like this: front kick. From the side, it's front kick, front kick, front kick. Okay? The next technique I'm going to show you is a simple boxing punch. Now, what you're going to do is, everything is from the bladed position again. All right? You're going to make a fist. Now, when you make a fist, you want to make sure that this is flat because you're going to punch the person with these two knuckles right here. There's also a thing that we do called the palm strike. With a palm strike, you roll your fingers down and your thumb in, and you hit them with the palm of your hand right here. So you could use either one of those. But the boxing punches I'm going to show you is simple. You keep your hands, always keep your hands in the air, protecting your head, because that's the computer center of the body. If somebody punches you in the head or manipulates your head in any way, that's what's going to take you down. So you always want to protect the head. That's the most important thing. So you got your hands up here like this. Now the first thing I'm going to show you is a jab. The jab goes out and back. So it goes jab, jab, jab. Now when you're throwing the jab, you throw it out. You want to keep your wrist straight, aim those two knuckles at your target. When you twist your body, twist your hips, it's going to give it that much power and that much speed. So it goes out and back, out and back, out and back. The next punch I'm going to show you is a straight punch. That's your backhand. And that's going like that. Now you can see how I'm pivoting on my foot and I'm twisting. So it goes jab, straight punch, jab, straight punch, jab, straight punch, jab, straight punch. Now, somebody comes up to you. They're going to grab you. Right now, you've got three techniques, right? He comes up, he tries to grab you. You throw a front kick, throw a jab, and a straight punch. 1, 2, 3, stun and run. All he has to do is lose his hands for 1 second, and you're out of there. You're running to safety. That's what you want to keep in your head. Stun the person and run. There's a lot more techniques I'm going to show you. We're just going to hit these right now. And I want to show you a couple more real quickly. Now, if that person is already on you and there's no room to strike that person, he's in your safe zone, which is your arm's length away, or the invisible person is gone, you want to switch to elbows and knees. So what you have then is you have elbows to the head, which is just like you're going to grab your seatbelt in your car. It goes right around just like that. Elbow to the head, elbow to the head, elbow to the head, elbow to the head. The other one is elbow, I call it elbow to the gut. It's actually an uppercut elbow. And that's good for hitting a person in the chin or in the sternum or in the stomach area. And it's just like you're going to scratch your back. Elbow to the gut, elbow to the gut, elbow to the chin, elbow to the chin. So, those are two. Now, if somebody comes from behind you, it's a rear elbow to the head, rear elbow to the head. Same thing with the stomach. Rear elbow to the gut, rear elbow to the gut. Now, to use your knees, there's not a lot of power when you go to hit somebody and you go like this with your knee. There's not a lot of power there. So what we recommend is you actually grab the person and drive your knee into them, whether it be into the groin area. Another good spot is on the thigh, into the knee area, where you just come up and you grab them and you knee them right there. Just grab their clothing and pull it right towards you and knee them. So it's like knee to the head, boom, you can grab them right by the hair, by the head, knee to the head, knee to the thigh, knee to the knee. That should stun them enough so that you can get away. On my next video, I'm going to be doing it with people so that you can see me actually doing it to a person. This is just to give you something to practice, something to look at. Now, there's a thing called body part manipulation. And body part manipulation is the study of the human body, starting from the furthest extremities, working your way down. So it goes fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders, toes, ankles, knees, hips, head, and neck. Now, when you start manipulating the furthest extremity, like a finger or something, that's going to manipulate the wrist, which is going to manipulate the elbow, which is going to manipulate the shoulder. The same thing with your lower extremities. When you manipulate the head, you grab the head anyway, you start twisting it, that's going to manipulate the neck, which is going to twist the whole body. So body part manipulation is very important for when somebody comes up and they grab you. When somebody comes up and grab you, the weakest fingers are your index finger and your pinky finger. So you reach right down there, you grab that finger, you start bending it. As you're bending it, you're bending the wrist at the same time. Once you break that grip, you could use one of the other techniques. You could throw a kick, you could throw a punch. It's always good to use one or two techniques. And we're going to always be adding on techniques onto these videos so that you can practice different things and you can get the hang of different techniques. In case one doesn't work, you switch to the other one. So remember, the important thing is that you do the stun and run. You stun the person to get his hands off you and you run. If you did that, you won the fight. You won the street fight. You don't have to beat the person up to win the fight. You getting away, you stopping the attack is winning the fight. Now, the ambush, when he comes up and he talks to you, you're already in the fight. All right? If your creep alarm is going off, you're already in the fight. You need to start thinking tactically. You don't want to start thinking in fear like, oh my gosh, what's this guy going to do to me? Because if you're not thinking tactically and you're thinking in fear, you're not thinking clearly and you're not thinking about the techniques you need to get away. So as soon as you make that first contact with that person, or you see him following you, or you see him in the back thing, that's when you start thinking tactically. Number one, you start thinking, where can I go to get a safe spot? If the person comes out and grabs you, you react immediately with a martial arts technique to stop this person. If he's coming up to talk to you and you feel not right about it, you simply say, I don't want to talk to you. Verbal communication is very important. Every time you throw, you got to be direct with this person. Get away from me. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. It's not that you're a bad person. It's that you are using your tactical advantage to stay safe in a situation. You're better off looking like you're some kind of a mean person than you are a vulnerable person, especially when it comes to the street.